Bali FM, the best radio.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Valley FM, the best IB radio show on the planet. I am your host for today, and alongside me, I am joined by co-hosts Irene and Carlotta.
Hi.
Now, let's kick off the show talking about experiences, where we are going to delve into the concept of honeymoon in Tanzania and Namibia. Today, talking about this, we got Enthiso and Lani.
Hello. So this experience is about a safari in Tanzania, and I'm gonna explain what it is about. So this is a 12-day itinerary that is ideal for the couples who want to have a honeymoon in Tanzania and Zanzibar. Get ready to spend a few romantic days with a touch of adventure. On this trip, you will visit Tarangire National Park, known for its large population of elephants. The Serengeti National Park, full of plains as far as the eye can see, a scene where you can witness the best sunrises, and a place where you can even take a ride in a hot air balloon to make your experience even more unforgettable. The Ngorongoro crater, ideal for taking unforgettable photos of your honeymoon, and last but not least, you will fly to Zanzibar, the essential romantic destination, full of white sand beaches, crystal clear waters, and resorts with all kinds of luxury. To ensure maximum flexibility, we offer a vehicle and a private guide, so you can discover Tanzania at your own pace and exactly how you like it. You will only have to tell your guide what you want to do, sit down and enjoy. The accommodations selected for this itinerary are in the silver category. If you prefer a more luxurious vacation, choose accommodation from the golden or the platinum categories.
Well, I think that this is okay because for people that have so many money, they can go to Tanzania. But if you don't have so much money, you can go to do the same. But for example, in our case, you can go to Madrid. That there is a safari that is very well.
Yeah, that's all.
Wow, you really do learn something new every day. Unfortunately, before we can continue the show, we need to have a quick break. Hang on tight and join us after the ad.
Do you want to enjoy delicious fresh juice anywhere and anytime? With the Fresh Juice Blender, you can now prepare your favorite fresh juices in a matter of seconds. Anywhere, anytime. Thanks to its portable and compact design, you can take it with you wherever you go, whether it's to work, the gym, or traveling. In addition, its powerful and modern and stainless steel blades guarantee that you will obtain a smooth and creamy juice in a matter of seconds. With the Fresh Juice Blender, enjoy freshness anywhere. Get yours today.
Are you tired of watching Netflix alone? Did you cry watching Monsters, Inc.? Do you want an Emma Watson, Scarlett Johansson in your life? Do you spend more time in the friend zone than in your own home? Then download Salupa, a dating app for El Valle students. With this app, you will find your own Kate Beckett. Salupa, the best choice for your lonely life.
You're listening to Valley FM.
Are you tired of trance music? Do you want to escape of reality for a few minutes? Just listen to Nothing Good's band new single, Nerd, which will be released the next month in Spotify and YouTube. Its components are former students of this school who created the group in 2018. The last year, they released 2 singles, Wilco and Late Night Club, and also gave several concerts. Don't forget to listen to this single when it's released, because Nothing Good is the band of the moment.
Okay, so hey, we're back. Now here we have Claudia, Elsa, and Candela talking about human ingenuity. So what are you bring us here today?
Hi.
Today we're going to talk about the cultural bonus that the government is giving to the young people. So this Monday, 20th of March, the Spanish government has renewed the cultural bonus with a value of 400 euros. Between the places you can spend the money on, you can find products or activities related to the cultural field, like books or concerts, or bullfighting shows. They will not take to notice the economic status of the families, meaning that even if your family has great salaries, you can still have the chance to obtain the bonus.
The second edition of the Young Cultural Bonus has been approved by the Council of Ministers, and as they confirmed the spokeswoman, its objective is to bring culture closer to young people, and that it's a bonus that aims all young people to connect with culture for the construction of a more critical and committed society, and this is what Isabel Rodriguez said.
The bonus not only aims to make culture available to everyone, but to realize a sector that generates a 3% of the GNP, that is the sale of goods and services produced in a country during a period of time, generally in a year. 200 of the 400 euros are intended to be spent in shows or museums. 100 euros are supposed to be spent in books, magazines, newspapers, and the last 100 euros are meant to be spent in digital subscription like podcasts.
So, what do you guys think about the government giving this bonus?
I think it's a great opportunity for people to use them correctly.
It can improve the economy, in the cultural field. And so this is all for today.
Thank you so much. Now we have with the topic of identities, Raquel, Catalina, and Sarah. What are you guys going to talk about?
Hello.
Before we start, we want to say thank you to Paulina Trujillo and Rocío Reza who are following the show.
Well, today we're going to have a little conversation about the diet of the angels of Victoria's Secret. So to put everyone in context, the Victoria's Secret fashion show was a fashion show, as the name says, which started in 1995 and the last show was held in 2018. It was an annual promotional event sponsored by and featuring Victoria's Secret, that is a brand of lingerie. We investigated with the diet that the models should have, and in the breakfast they have fruits, and they also have some cereals and eggs. And in the meal and the dinner they have salads with some protein like chicken or fish. And if they want to have a little snack, they should have this more fruit, but it is known that this diet is not followed by the models. What do you think, guys?
It is known that Bridget Malcolm, the model, says through a message on Instagram that during 2015 her manager recommended her that she sniff cocaine to lose weight and being thinner. And I think that this is something embarrassing, and in seeing a girl who in that moment has only 23 years old, it could be half ruining her life.
Yeah, it's a very difficult thing, like sniffing cocaine to be skinny.
Yeah.
What do you think, Sarah?
There was a girl, a Spanish girl, that also was in Victoria's Secret, was called Blanca Padilla, and she said that there's a lot of girls that go, they cannot be without alcohol. You see all the time they're with a cup of beer, wine, champagne. You cannot see them without alcohol.
Oof, that's hard.
Then she also said that every time she entered in the bathroom, she could hear other girls throwing up. And some on a day, she asked a little girl if she wanted some of her food, and she didn't eat in the whole day. And she was like, "Okay, this will be my dinner."
Oh, that should have been very hard, a difficult time for them.
Yes. In one day, she woke up at 5 a.m. She only slept 5 hours so she could go to the gym and start training. And she saw a lot of girls that they were there from 4 a.m.
Well, I read a day ago that models stop eating solid food like 9 days before the show, and that's very dangerous for them. And also, it has in that time a lot of teenagers saw the program, so that promoted some like eating disorders, and art is a difficult thing that actually is still a problem. And it is known the fashion show is coming back this year or the next year. So I don't know what to expect about this. I think more diversity and less restriction about food. Thank you.
Do you think the models are gonna keep like doing the things that they were doing like during the Victoria's Secret shows this year?
I think like models nowadays is there are more inclusivity. Like you see more type of bodies in the model industry, but it's still a problem because a lot of brands want skinny girls, like very very skinny girls. So I think it's a actual problem that is still, but we are changing little by little.
Yeah, I understand. Thank you so much. Now we're gonna go to a quick ad break.
Valley FM. It's not the Valley of the Fallen, it's the Valley of the Rockers.
This is Valley FM.
Are you struggling to pass that stupid subject? Do you need some help with the next exam?
We have the best cheat notes of Functionaro. We cover everything from S exams to bachelor exams.
Buy 2 and receive a free German cheat note. Brutal cheat notes. Simply brutal.
Es la leche.
Psst. Hey you. Yes, you. The one who's hearing this. Is your backpack too heavy? Your back hurts, you have bad posture, and you also feel like you get smaller every time you carry it? Say goodbye to all these problems with our new robot, the Multifunctional Charger. It has a platform that will carry your backpack without you noticing. It also comes with a built-in system that will straighten your back in 3 weeks of continuous use. Request it right now for only 120 euros. And if you are one of the first 5 to call, we will send you the 300-page manual with all its functions at half of price. Do not miss out on this unique offer.
Are you tired of watching Netflix alone? Did you cry watching The Kissing Booth? Do you want a Marco Diaz or Adriana Agresti in your life? Do you spend more time in the friend zone than in your own home? Then download Salupa, a dating app for El Valle students. With this app, you will find your own Noah Flynn. Salupa, the best choice for your lonely life.
Hello, welcome back. Now we have Sharing the Planet with Pablo, Alberto, Maria, and George. With the topic, the most polluting countries in the world and the extinction of animals in Australia. What do you have?
Hello.
Did you send it? Right, so before starting to introduce our topic, I got a question for the hosts. When you think of Australia, in what animals do you think about?
Koalas.
Right, so well then I wonder how you would react when I tell you that koalas may be extinct in Australia's New South Wales by 2050. Maria, can you tell us more about it?
Yes, Pablo, this is a fact, unless the government immediately intervenes to protect them and their habitat. A parliamentary inquiry determined it after a year long.
Land clearing for agriculture, urban development, mining and forestry have been the biggest factors in the loss of habitats for the animals in New South Wales, the country's most populous state over several decades. A prolonged bushfire season that ended early this year was also devastating for the animals, destroying about 1/4 of their habitats across the state, and in some parts up to 81%.
Worldwide Fund for Nature calls on the South Wales PM to rewrite reclaimed law to protect koala habitat, greatly increase funding from farmers who actively conserve trees where koalas live and transition to stop cutting down forests for koalas. They also consider that the government should add $44 million to a strategy to protect animals. So we are facing a very interesting topic in terms of biodiversity. And finally, we would like to ask you girls, Irene and Carlota, what's your opinion of this topic?
Well, I think it's a very interesting topic that I personally have not been really in touch with. What about you?
Yeah, I think almost the same as Carlota. I never thought that koalas were gonna extinct, to be honest.
Yeah, so now we will be with Alberto and Jorge.
Yes, hello. Okay, yeah, today we are going to talk about the most polluting countries. At the start of the World Climate Summit in Egypt, we are nearly 2,000 countries will meet in a difficult context to try to face a common front against the climate emergency. We wonder about the countries that polluted the most and the sectors that release the most gases greenhouse effect into the atmosphere. The three countries that polluted the most are precisely the most populous and industrialized in the world, are China, the United States, and India, according to data from BP's Statistical Review of World Energy 2021 and collected by the Selectal.com portal. During 2020, China emitted 9.9 billion tons of CO2 emissions into the atmosphere, the US 4.4 billion tons, and India 2.3 billion tons. All three countries have a large energy dependence on coal. They are followed in this ranking at a considerable distance by Russia, Japan, and Iran.
Yeah, I think that's crazy. We should also take into account that the honor of leading the list of the most polluting countries goes to Arab countries if we look at per capita income, like for example Qatar and Saudi Arabia. And as you said, Selector.com explains this, and they have in common the great weight that oil has in their economy and that they are countries with few inhabitants. So in this regard, the UN points out that the richest 1% of the world's population emits more greenhouse gases than the poorest 50%. And that concludes that if we look, for example, at Europe, this same source indicates that a quarter of the CO2 emissions released into the atmosphere come from Germany, with a great dependence on coal. And if we look at Europe, at the same time, this same source indicates that a quarter of the CO2 emissions released into the atmosphere come from Germany, with a great dependence on coal. That's it.
So that's all we have for today.
Okay, now we're gonna have a quick break with some ads.
Tired of not getting gains at the gym?
Are you tired of not getting any chicks?
Are you tired of being fat and ugly? Become only ugly.
With our new Matcha Whey Protein, you will become the Arnold Schwarzenegger of your neighborhood's gym.
Matcha Whey Protein is not only really healthy and helps you to supplement your diet, but it also has the magic that you need to get big.
Matcha Whey Protein, available at your local store.
Eat big and get big.
Matcha Whey Protein.
Valley FM. It's not the Valley of the Fallen, it's the Valley of the Rockers.
Psst. Hey you. Yes, you. The one who's hearing this. Is your backpack too heavy? Your back hurts, you have bad posture, and you also feel like you get smaller every time you carry it? Say goodbye to all these problems with our new robot, the Multifunctional Charger. It has a platform that will carry your backpack without you noticing. It also comes with a built-in system that will straighten your back in 3 weeks of continuous use. Request it right now for only 120 euros. And if you are one of the first 5 to call, we will send you the 300-page manual with all its functions at half of price. Do not miss out on this unique offer.
Hello, and we're back again with Danielle, Maria, Elena, and Leticia, which they're going to talk about IFEM, I think. Tell us about it.
Hi. Well, we are a social organization group, and today we are here to talk about education again. Choosing a degree is a very complicated decision. Before university, you can be very lost and not having clue of what direction do you want to take. We are near April, and the final decision for the second baccalaureate students it's about to make up its mind. So many students often think that this decision will mark their life, so in fact it will, but Aula is a tool that the Comunidad of Madrid gives students to help them to clarify the ideas and make the best decision. Maria, can you explain us how this works?
Yes, so in this case, IFEMA has an event called the Week of Education, or Aula, which is a meeting point that brings together in 5 days a lot of students, families, teachers, etc. It is the biggest event for the educational world in Spain, where 6 halls are offered with different universities, both public and private, where you can go and ask about the universities that call your attention and also about the degrees. So it is a great help, especially for people who are about to finish high school and will have to apply to universities. Elena, can you tell us something more about this event?
Yes, of course. Normally the universities try to participate in this activity so they can promote their degree programs. It is a different way to see the university because you have the possibility to talk with another students that study there. Normally the people go to University of Juan Carlos where they want to study something related with business. Then the Autonomous University of Madrid with something related with laws, psychology, and also the Polytechnic University for all types of ingenuity. Leticia, why do you think this is important for students?
Because I think it's important because they can help people that are lost and don't know what they want to study, because when they go there and ask, they might be interested in something and get an idea or find out what they like. Danny, what do you think Aula will help you in your final decision?
Well, I think that Aula will help me, but there's a lot of information in internet about degrees and about a lot of things, so this is not going to make my final decision. And this was all for today from our section, and yeah.
I have one last question. Do you have any idea of what you guys want to study?
In my case, yes, I want to study something related with marketing or publicity because I think that is too interesting, and also social media and that world of business. I like it. And you? Do you know what?
I mean, I want to join the military, but I'm not sure about it. It's just an idea. But yeah, that's it.
And do you think that going to Aula is going to help you?
Yeah, I think it might help.
Oh, great.
I do think I should study philosophy because I'm very interested, but I don't know if in IFEMA there's gonna be. Do you know?
Yeah, there are lots of universities that can help you, and maybe some students that study that degree and can make your final decision become more clear.
Well, we're done. Thank you very much, everyone, including all the hosts, DJ, technician, guests, writer, and director.
It's getting hard to reach out. Haven't seen you in 3